They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Chip Riley. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They try the right side with Benson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught left side by Ryman. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Go.
That's quickly out to Harrison. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
60 Bison.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
60 Eagles.
Back to the air one more time. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19. Hey, hold on. Ready.
Benson. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season as he will get himself checked out. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
But after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. Vita Vea. He gets into drop him, and it's going to set up 4th and goal.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Got it. Ready?
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Going to go for it on 4th and goal.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Ted Ryman, touchdown Cardinals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. They'll bring this up to the 22. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Hawk 70. 79 Bronco. Go.
To throw is Howell. Got his receiver on the in cut. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down up as the 35.
That's good.
A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down, Colts.
Go. 70 Lions. Hey, what is this?
They'll throw with Howell. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll be brought down to 45. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
19. Here we go.
Here's Howell out of the pistol. Pass right side to Downs. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19. Check up.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On first down, here's Shipley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ready? Warriors 70.
That's Pierce in motion. Here's Howell. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 is that one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A throw on the move is caught. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move, and that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his left. He's going to tuck it and go.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
3rd and 7.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Ready up.
3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Hill looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushes live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and come out to the 20-yard line. A short pass taken in by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That's number 40 on the season for him.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Howell.
39.
That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the first down after a gain of 7. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now it's Howell. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Wills Johnson. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But
this one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the IST. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Taken down behind
I can promise you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing is Howell. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A carry here for Shipley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, they need 7. Downs goes in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one, so nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll give it here to Shipley. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
downs goes in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the ground, this is Shipman, and he'll get forward for about a yard. That's David Collins on the stop.
1-yard gain. To reach up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
All my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe it, I'm God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Look wide, get this one complete, and a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Howell. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Down after a gain of 1.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Ready, set. Let's go. Viking 18. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Okay, break. Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To work this out wide to Benson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down, and Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over, How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go with the counter on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Ready up.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive.
Let's go now.
Now can they do it for a third time? This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Cardinals line up for a punt as he'll punt it away for the second time. And nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
Ready, ready.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 range. Buffalo 18.
Here's Howell out of the pistol. To the left side and taken in by down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Howell. And into traffic, but taken in. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
60 back. Warriors 70. Trap 60.
They'll throw with Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 60 in. Reload. Check go.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Cougar 19. Hurt.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Go.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Hunter Lipke. Touchdown, Arizona. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Colts extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Colts 3. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
There's a 3rd down and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. Howell. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Howell. The right side is hauled in by Warren. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Game on. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts are back within 4. It is 14-10. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Let's go. 70 Lion. Go.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Colts to signal for their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Ready? 10 to 60, 10 to 60.
Throwing now on third and long. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced fourth down. The Cardinals lining up for punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Their own 32-yard line.
Throwing is Howell. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Down the sideline. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Indy. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Over the middle, it's Harrison.
Complete to number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here comes second down.
31-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, touch.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Tip Ryman, the tight end, was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop it. Talk things over before third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll throw here on third and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they'll get him just a shade under a minute left in this one.
Hold the ready.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Gravity line.
They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good. Cardinals on the first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory.